All right. So we're moving on to step 3 with the desert Jasper and the Prairie Agate tonight. The grit's a little bit different color now, a little bit finer. Quick rinse off of the lid, go to the sink. Okay. Clean that barrel. Always try to get the lip of the barrel as clean as possible before you move it on to the sink for more scrubbing, because you don't want to dump much grit down the sink. And try to make sure you rinse all the grits off of the rock, because you don't want to take a coarse grit to a finer media.
Looking at the cool striations and colorations on the rocks. Come here, you. You can see that it's getting noticeably smoother from the tumbling.
But there's some that have hits and stuff in them. That's just a little bit of character. You get the light just right. They're somewhat some of them are a little bit translucent. They've seen our dirty sink enough. So let's go ahead and now get these transferred back into the barrel.
And because we're using ceramic media, you can just continue to transfer it along with what you've got in there.
Yeah. Because if you did have some of the plastic media, you'd have to change it out with each grit, because the grit will embed into the plastic and it's hard to get it cleaned out.
Yeah, ideally the plastic pellets is best for just the last polishing. So if you're not using any specific media, you can use the plastic pellets to kind of help fill, because like we said, they get worn down as they go through the different cycles. So that's a good way to help make filler, but it is more of a nuisance.
I got a spoon in there? I don't think it does it?
I don't think so.
Oh no, because this is brand new, so we
Yeah.
So,
I thought I had one marked 3, but maybe not.
well, we will now.
Mm-hmm.
So go to the dollar store, get yourself some cheap measuring spoons.
Yep.
They work good, and that way you can have a
dedicated measuring scoop for each grit level, so that you don't, again, cross-contaminate anything. So again, we just put the water till it's just at the right, right at the level of where the rocks are at, and then doesn't have to be a heaping spoonful. You just kind of want a fairly level scoopful. We're just doing 2?
Just doing 2.
Okay.
Go ahead and seal that up. Reband it. Okay, make sure it's sealed. Get it back on the tumbler.
right.
Now on to barrel C, which was the Prairie Agate. And once again, it's about the same color on the.
Now I'm going to
expired
step
grit.
around, get him back over there. Now this little apparatus that we're using, we just found had an old bucket that we had, and we just got a colander and measured it so it would fit down inside there, cut a hole for it. And we found this method on the internet, and it seems to be working really well for us. Gives us a place to work without worrying about getting it in our, you know, into the pipes, and then eventually we just let it drain off the water and take the sludge that's left out and dump it outside in our rock pile. So while he's getting that gathered up and cleaning, I just wanted to share with you. So we try to keep a record of the dates and the steps we're in. That's a good way to keep you do it. You can do it on a piece of paper, which is what I've been doing, or you can put it in your phone, whatever works for you. But it's a good way to keep track of what you've done, how they've turned out. Gives you a way to kind of keep track of your stuff. Wow, look at how thin that is.
How thin and very translucent.
Yep. And again, these are definitely like more like chips than anything. These are a crushed rock. Most of the ones you can buy tend to be crushed rocks. And it just depends on how thin they wind up with. But these ones really have some very nice agate, you know, lines and things in them. So
Check these spots again.
all right. You scrubbed that? I didn't think you were over there scrubbing that.
Good call.
Yes. Oh, look at this one. This one's a pretty one. Look at all the stripes and layers in the agates there. Yeah, lots of really pretty agate stripes. Ooh, that's a pretty one. Look at that color.
All right. Now it's clean.
All right. And again, every time we're doing it, we're assessing, do we think we need to add more media to it? If we were continuing to feel like we needed to run it for another round of it, we might need to add more over time. But right now they're all coming out pretty good size levels. We don't need to add more media or any other rocks to it at this time.
Okay.
Go. Get the lid popped back on there.
And onto the tumbler it goes. Okay, you good, stop it.